Here is every theory for who created God in under 5 minutes. Theory 1, the eternal being theory. Imagine a cosmic game of hide and seek where God is the ultimate seeker who is never hidden. The eternal being theory suggests that God exists outside of time. He's like a parent who always knows where the TV remote is because they've been sitting on it since the beginning of time. In Exodus 3:14, when God says, "I am who I am," it's like he's saying, "I've always been here and I'm not going anywhere." Have you ever felt a sense of timelessness in your spiritual experiences? As if you have tapped into something that transcends our fleeting lives. Theory 2, the philosophical argument. Picture Aristotle sitting in a Starbucks, pondering why the universe exists while sipping his nitro cold brew. The philosophical argument posits that there must be an unmoved mover, a being that started everything but wasn't itself started. There is a line of people at Starbucks. Each person is waiting for the person in front of them to move forward. The line can't keep going back forever. There must be someone at the very front who moves first without waiting for anyone else. That person is like the unmoved mover, starting the process without being started by another. Theory 3, the cosmological argument. Think of the universe as an elaborate Rube Goldberg machine. This machine is a deliberately complex contraption designed to perform a simple task through a series of intricate chain reaction steps. The cosmological argument states that everything we see has a cause. Therefore, there must be an initial cause. In this case, God. Romans 1:20 puts it beautifully. Nature itself is like a giant billboard declaring God's existence, with its complexity and beauty pointing us toward a deliberate creator. Go watch a stunning sunset and slowly realize that it's not just pretty, but that it's part of a grand design. Theory 4, the theological argument. Have you ever walked through a beautifully designed garden and thought, wow, someone really put thought into this? The theological argument claims that the complexity and order in the universe imply a designer. Once again, God. Psalm 19:1 captures this sentiment perfectly, as it suggests that creation itself is a reflection of God's glory. Later, when you go look at that sunset, notice if you feel something that makes you ponder the artistry behind it all. Theory 5, the moral argument. Consider how we have that inner voice telling us what feels right or wrong. The moral argument posits that these objective moral values point to a moral lawgiver. Romans 2:15 talks about how God's law is written on our hearts, guiding us like an internal compass. In Starbucks, someone spills their drink, and without a word, nearby customers rush to help, grabbing napkins, offering reassurance, and even notifying Chad, the Starbucks manager. This instinctive response highlights a shared sense of compassion, an unspoken moral intuition that connects us all, regardless of background. Theory 6, the revelation theory. Imagine receiving a text from your best friend with life-changing advice. It feels personal and profound. The revelation theory suggests that God reveals himself through scripture and personal experiences. 2 Timothy 3:16 emphasizes that all scripture is inspired by God, making it feel like divine guidance in written form. You are sitting in Starbucks with external dread, scrolling through your phone when you overhear a conversation. Chad is looking for a new barista. It feels like more than just a message. It's as if they've tapped into exactly what you've been looking for. You love drinking coffee and are unemployed. Later on, Chad even invites you to church. That morning in Starbucks really changed your life. Theory 7, the faith perspective. Finally, think of faith as jumping off a diving board into a pool you can't see. It's scary but exhilarating. The faith perspective emphasizes belief in God based on faith rather than empirical evidence. Hebrews 11:1 defines faith as confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Imagine you're at a friend's dinner party and they serve you a dish you've never heard of before. It looks vegan. You're not sure what's in it, but you trust their culinary skills and take a bite anyway. It's a leap of faith. You don't know all the ingredients, but you believe it's going to be delicious. It actually wasn't that bad. The faith perspective is like this trust, where belief in something, like God, doesn't always come with visible proof, but with confidence in what's hoped for. The conclusion. In exploring these theories, we see how humanity grapples with understanding the divine through various lenses. Each perspective adds depth to our quest for meaning and connection with something greater than ourselves. Thanks for joining this exploration into the fascinating theories surrounding the creation of God. Please subscribe.